Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I'm OP, and in today's episode we'll be going over some of the best highlights from all of the LPL Spring matchups of the day. Without further ado, let's dive straight into the action.
For them as Elk does miss a cannon. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that we've cursed
ruined
that.
everything.
But then we do have potentially level 3, level 1 dive and bot side. Shen, what's he got here?
Oh boy, this is dangerous for Doggo. The stun comes in. Elk tanking a tower shot though, and I don't think they can actually commit any further to this one. Double heal bot, by the way, for Doggo and Jue.
So, heal doesn't work like that, folks. You don't normally take both, and Doggo dies.
Oh god, it's just not pretty, is it? It's just not pretty. First blood already.
Can stop Bin from being such a menace in the side lane and threatening turrets later into the game.
So, Drake up. Oh, flash forward from
Decade.
Decade. Bin hops the wrong direction and taken down. That was his flash as well. Decade solo kill against Bin. Sinar, very good in this matchup at finding CS leads, being able to punish. Ultra Prime making a play on the bottom side. Should still survivor for the time being. That Grandmaster's might doing so much as Hacker dives onto Elk, and Doggo's here too. Elk forces the flash, but the Spiraling Despair is there. Elk goes down. And it's 2 kills for the side of Ultra Prime. Knight now trying to chase for a little bit more. He's there alongside Chum, but he misses his Q. Doggo's stacking this whole time. Ultra Prime are taking it to BLG in the early game, but Knight ain't finished just yet. Doggo the next target. Over the wall he goes. Jue tries to get the heal over to his AD carry. Knight still chasing for this one. I think the play is over, and BLG, despite losing the fight, still start the Drake. It will have to beat the statistics in this game if they don't suddenly miraculously get a gold lead for themselves. They will have to be the first team this year to beat BLG when they're ahead of 15 minutes.
This is a good start. Oh, this is
God.
Lucianami.
Oh my god! Elk and On just annihilating Doggo under the tower.
The tower falls down, so Bin getting out of the solo advantage. Yokai, long range on that QW, the severing bolt. If there was any CC to be put around, this could be a very dead Gnar, and that's why Bin is roaming all the way away from this.
Yukai might be able to stop the recall here. In fact, he will be able to, and the Spiraling Despair, unless Mega Gnar happens, it does! Bin manages to get Mega Gnar, dodges away from some of the damage, but Yukai finishes the job, and it counts as a solo kill, no less. Blank,
Yep.
but he's headed towards an Infernal Soul, and we already see the damage Lucian is doing. More Infernal Drakes is not going to make that easier for Ultra Prime. That lead that we talked about at the 15-minute mark is very much there, as Knight is trying to just 1v1 Yukai. The redemption is there, but Shun just moves in to finish the job. Root lands onto Decade, should be reinforcements on the way. The tower will survive, but the tier 2 went down mid.
Oh, there's a teleport coming in topside as well. That's Yokai going right the way towards there, trying to punish the mini Gnar as it comes out again. This is going to be quite hard to finish off if he still has Hop, which he does.
Oh, this is another TP. They're going for this one. Decade wants a piece of the action. Bin will die. Ultra Prime decree it.
Have Mega Gnar at this point and doesn't have the ability to save off multiple teleports, but it looks like Decade's had the favorite returns. I'm so sorry, buddy.
You think you can do a 9-man play onto our top laner? Here's a bit of revenge. Decade goes down from BLG, and Bin is close to Mega Gnar as well.
See a decent chunk onto On. It's not like Doggo doesn't do damage, but can you do it in a timely enough manner to fight for this dragon that's going down?
It's going to be a 50-50 right here. Shun moves into the pit and he takes it. Of course he does it. Shun we're talking about. Spiraling Despair. Bit of damage onto BLG here. Bin goes down. It's one for Ultra Prime as they look for the fight. They lost the soul. Can they find the scrap? Doesn't look like it. 1 for 1. And BLG, they just run to the mid lane.
1 for 1 plus drag. Baron.
It's cape to boot as well. So 75% crit chance, I think it is, or maybe 70% at this point.
Okay,
Elk
TP.
is chunking. Decade behind enemy lines. Dominus comes in, wants to get onto Elk if he can. Tidal wave, but Jue flashes it. That's a quickness, a knock-up, a stun, and a takedown. 1 for Hack here, and Ultra Prime find a pick.
That's a really poor retreat route from Elk. He separates from his team. He didn't have that flash. He's pushed up way to... he's done well against Bin. Not sure how he'd do against Knight. It's a teleport into the bot lane. Knight is now caught out.
Knight stepping way too far forward. That's the Magi stacks gone. And 2 objective plays in a row. BLG caught apart by Ultra Prime. Spiraling Despair on mid. He's forced away. Mega Gnar will be on cooldown now as Decade pushes in. Ultra Prime with a real chance here. And they've got the scaling comp. Cullen comes in. Bin in the meantime caught on the bot side of the play. Redemption to sustain up for Ultra Prime.
Oh, but Decade wastes his flash and can't force it from Elk, but the Elder is still going down. BLG, they're in a 3v5 right now.
We could well have a 50-50. Bin headed back to base, but he's got his TP available. Will rejoin the play. He's looking for that fight. Decade tanking up the Drake for now as the bubble goes in. Ultra Prime looking for Elder right now. They're going to be able to smite it and perhaps can get the fight. 5v4. Bin on the flank. He's kiting everyone so well. Dwayne goes down and Bin slams him into the wall. BLG 4v5 against Elder. It don't matter. These are the kings.
Bin takes a backseat the entire game at 0-4, and when it...
With a lead of 15 would finally be destroyed, but no. Bin steps up when it matters the most and destroys them. They win the 4v5 against Elder Dragon, and they take game number 1. BLG are indomitable.
The E and the ult, yes, you miss out on your Q and you're not going to have as huge value, but if you're Sap trying to defend with a Kindred ultimate, if you then hold on to the second part of your Cyclone, you can just use that as the Kindred ultimate elapses as well. You can use
How winning it has been of a pick for him. Threatening Decade gets the slice and dice out.
So, Shun's actually going to go for an early invade. One of those early walls put down shows that Hacker is not up towards the top side of the map. Hacker is now going to still be off vision. He slipped off of vision and might get an angle onto Knight here. He does not know Hacker is there.
He can stealth into the lane as well, and then suddenly Knight is in trouble. The root lands, but there's first blood. Yuakai takes it. Glorious gank from Hacker.
I've known occasionally Knight to overpush and die in the early game, but very rarely is it like that when you're just so comprehensively just outpathed somehow in the early vision by Hacker.
Shun waiting around for the crab now on the top side. It will be the one with the stack. The Decade has overstayed his welcome here. Mounting Dread. That's another kill going the way of BLG.
But you don't normally expect Smolder to be winning trades like this in lane. Knight's still dying for first blood. It's now going to go towards top lane, and Decade is not going to happen.
Yep, no way out of that one. Stun lands from Bin. No flash was up for Decade. So Knight finds an easy route.
We're in pro play. I expect to see it again at some point. Having a rough time in the early game, though. Typically, the philosophy is you pick the Kai'Sa because the Smolder can't bother you early, but then now with the tower aggro taken, a bit dangerous definitely, right?
Yeah, but also a bit dangerous for On, honestly, and it might just go down. 2v2 taken. Doggo and Dway are showing up today.
Okay, alright. The whole thing about the Kai'Sa is that, hey, nothing...
For Ultra Prime.
It's nice to just get some presence on bot side as well. You're going to be able to drop wards down there, which will be able to help them keep Smolder safely stacking. This is not safe farming up here, though.
Oh, for all up in the top lane on. Oh, he dodges it, gets the Q. I think he's still going to die. Nice try. Good twist of the
Yay! A theoretically good dodge.
Another kill for Doggo.
Crushing side lane advantage, and then use that to get some flank angles onto him later into the game. So Vin is trying to do just that. Against 6 grubs and power spike that Triforce means he's very, very strong, but the Ari would teleport in and trying to shut that down.
They liked the 9-man play onto Bin in the previous game, apparently. They're doing it again. Hacker gets the knock-up. Decade is moving in. Bin has his flash available, but chooses not to use it in the end. Decides this is a doomed play. He was definitely going down there. So, holds on to the Summoner. But again, nice capitalization from Ultra Prime. On. What are we doing, buddy? What are we doing?
There is no one here.
I mean, he hit the ultimate, so that's nice. Goes down, Dway steals the kill. Nice little Q there to get himself a little bit of kill credit in the middle. Speaking of knife fights, I don't know where I'm going with this one. We're not seeing any fighting. I wanted a knife fight. We might have a knife fight in 3 minutes when Drake comes up. There we go, there's the segue. No, you okay? He wants a knife fight now, and it's a stab into the heart of On.
Well, you can try standing still for that one. Actually, a chance that they could start towards the Baron as well, because Bin is with them, and Bin is a good amount of damage onto the Baron. That's exactly what's happening. Ultra Prime are not going to be able to get a clean reset. They have to contest them.
Gold is basically even. The roots come out from On. This is going to be Baron taken. Can they find the fight for Ultra Prime? I mean, BLG just run at this honest again. But honestly, this time it was actually for something. Elk dodges the charm. trying to get the resets off, and I think they will be able to. Just having a great time watching this game. The fact that On can sprint it in the way that he is, and BLG can still be winning is just something else. Shun now getting caught out, goes into the Dragon Pit, chased down here. A TP coming out as Shun forced to flash, moves to the bottom side of the play because Knight is behind enemy lines, and Doggo's been found. 650 gold bounty, and Elk says, yes please, thank you very much. Bin in the meantime in a 1v4 as Shun dives into the play as well. Ultra Prime are being taken apart. BLG, no matter what happens in the game, they will find a way. Ultra Prime eviscerated.
Oh, Ultra Prime, they choose a Dragon type to try and keep themselves in this play, and it finally gets himself the range increase, which is actually very big in this. It's not really been a game about the Kindred in the way that other Kindred games have been. The Maokai ult coming up to help that siege. Defend the turret.
Trying to get some damage down. Jway steps forward. I'm not sure this is a fight they can take. Yuakai desperate to take the free LP that On is offering, but unfortunately won't be able to finish that kill. And the Chemtech Soul is going to help On a lot. He probably dies there without the Chemtech Soul.
Would have gotten pretty close. This has not been a mighty oak, a bit more of a sapling, sadly, for him. He has got himself a kill and 3 assists now, so it's always going to be completely blank. Knight's ulting in topside. Wow,
hits all of them as well, but goes down in the meantime. 1 for 1. Instant ult comes out from Shun here to try and save the day, but they're going apart. And Ultra Prime have found their opportunity. Bin trying to save the day as Hacker chases towards On the top side. Bin's in a 1v3 and Decade doesn't want to let him go. Counter-Strike comes out. Won't be able to hit onto anyone. I wasn't sure if he'd dive onto the backline, but no, denied, taken down, shut down. And the gold over to Doggo. Elk finds one onto Hacker to answer. As now
Yuakai's got ult again.
He's got his ult up again. Has now damage onto Elk, but I don't think he can finish the Kaiser. But Elk doesn't have the range. He can't get close enough. Orb Deception dodged away from as Elk desperate to turn the play. He's 1v3 on the map right now. Dodges the charm though. And Decade trying to get close as well. Killer Instinct to finish off Yuakai. Elk gonna 1v1, but that's a big old croc. And you call that a knife? This is a knife. I don't know, they do something to my head. I could always believe in the BLG victory. Shun playing with fire here, but just goes forwards for this one. Roots come through, Counter-Strike is there as well. Bin just getting chunked himself, and Doggo is massive on the smolder. Knight gets into the backline. Doggo flashes to safety. Keep your eyes on that little dragon as Shun trying to do the front to back right now. Elk still going strong as well. His Decade trying to survive. Shun survives the execution through the Lamb's Respite and flashes away to safety. The burn times out. Elk still alive in this one as Decade tries to protect his AD carry. Elk goes a little bit too far forward. The clone from Knight baiting them. That's the Killer Instinct. Decade down. Elk is desperate to win this game. He's desperate to prove he's the better AD carry. Counter-Strike in as Shun takes out Yuakai, and the Dragon survives, but what can he do alone? Doggo under the towers. The Counter-Strike comes in. Bin ain't scared of 2024. He's still got his lamppost.
BLG, they throw it a little bit around the top side in a turret, but who cares about that? They clutch it out yet again. Come what may, it is seemingly impossible to beat the best team in the LPL, and they will extend their win streak ever further, it feels like.
Even against a late game 4-item smolder, they still managed to make it happen. Bin now underneath the tower will be tanking. I don't know if they can end right now, but Knight reckons that they can. Root comes on through, Counter-Strike to follow. Beautifully done. BLG finish it off in style. And not even Smolder can stop this train as the 13th win in a row gets chalked up onto the board.
Nice kind of fun potential kill pressure matchup in the top side for Wayward and Xiaoshu to really see who comes out on top.
I'm certainly excited for it. Wayward, we talked about him being that gatekeeper, right? How well he's been doing. Zora, I can't remember the last time I saw them in the bot lane.
Well, you've got like, you've got the Varus, you got the Jhin who are just out there going like, well, it's the Halo Blades Varus as well. It's poke on one side, it's the Jhin on the other side. And Wayward's choosing to start the fight.
Certainly is. The flick back is perfect quickness as well. Vinkler 1 HP, the pop blossom though, and Vinkler finally burns down to the ignite, but so is everyone else on the map. Xiaoshu looking to snowball. Hung pulled back in and taken down. Nayo gets the reset, and it's a huge fight for RA.
I said, what a 2 for 2 overall, but because Nio can stick around on top side and get the grubs, RA walk away with the slight victory in terms of 3 at the top side. Gets out with an escape, very Soaz-like of him. Gets out safely.
Uh-oh, Prince cleanses, tries to move sideways, flashes, still hits by the root though, and a root on Naya. Oh, he's just out of tower range. That's heartbreaking for Prince there, as now quickness comes on in. Prince struggling to get enough damage down to actually finish these kills. Luckily, there's a wave there, so Nio can escape, but can he? Hung flashes for the second. Huge punish from WE. So the wave clear will be fantastic. That's one thing that Jim brings to the table versus the Varus. You can contest mid efficiently, which is so important. Root comes on through, the knockback comes on through. Zora's gone before the fight even begins here. Herald still taken by Nio, but can he get out with his life is the question. Wayward trying to chase for more and almost Mega Gnar. Hung steps forward. Nio, no flash, no ultimate either, and he's knocked up. I wonder he might just be able to follow up on this one. Looking for the W. Knockup is there, and another kill for Hung. He's 4-1 on the Xin Zhao. He can. Herald dropped mid to try and get Pryo on the next wave. As into the back goes Xiaoshu, rooted up though, and will take a lot of damage for his trouble. That's Hung's ultimate on cooldown. Roots come across from Zora. Great wall from Fofo to block Zora from following up on the engage. And actually it's WE starting to fight. Nio forced away. Vikla, good ult, but Prince flashes out to safety. I1D taken down. First reset is in. Prince desperately trying to 1v1 here, but gets stunned and will be finished off. 2 for Nio, but a Drake for WE.
That's a bit of a messy fight. I thought that would be over as soon as Xiaoshu was chunked out, but he does get a chance to teleport back in, and now with...
It's coming in here from RA.
You can see losing half the HP on the Aatrox is not a great start, considering that Xiaoshu has been a big part of this early game. I think that the Taliyah wall is really threatening when you consider that it can set up for something like a Mega Gnar too, but Wayward doesn't find the angle into this fight. Wayward, around the grubs, great ultimate, only has one person here. It's not going to be the big disruptor, and it means that the front line kind of falls apart from RA. And Nio manages to get that reset. Yeah, he misses the Heartbreaker, but who cares? He gets a reset either way. Just looks a little bit awkward in the moment. Alright, what can they do now to get themselves an angle onto these carries? Again, Structure versus Mess. Who's going to win out here?
We'll have to see. It feels messy for now, which could favor RA. Wayward.
It's an easy kill.
That's not the place to be. And this is the power of the Maokai as well. It's so easy to punish on a missed position. For now, 4v5. A lot has been used by RA, maybe a chance for WE to punish, but I don't know if this is a fight that they realistically win. Perhaps a 50-50 can come on through on the spike. No, Nio grabs it, and there we go, Vikla. Double ult on the backside of the play. WE still 4 strong, trying to back away. They'll get out with their lives. With a Chem Rift, you get a lot of those Scryer's Blooms to clear enemy vision. You get the Baron Crabs now as well as Hung found. I don't really know if Hung is the target that you're going to be able to get a pick onto. The curtain call comes on through as Xiaoshu looking for exactly Hung. Turns out he is the target you're finding a pick onto. Fofo has to ult just to get himself out to safety. That's a pick on the jungler, the Baron up on the map.
I mean, Wayward gets himself a play towards bot side, but we still got the rest of the reset.
Nio jumps back into the play. Fofo in all kinds of danger here, but the health bars are low for RA. Xiaoshu flashes in to find another. An Aatrox game for Xiaoshu is a win right now, it feels like. He's looked great all split on this pick, and he's doing it again.
And he has been the dominant top laner in this game. He is playing, the main character, Aatrox, the lethality, and with RA killing the jungler and getting another pick, this should be an easy Baron for them. Wayward was trying to get some side lane pressure, but WE, they committed far too hard on top side to contest champions too when they get part of that reset. And that changes the question in some of these longer fights when they come into the equation. So, a minute till Dragon. That would be sold for Rare Anderson. That's an ult from Vikla.
I1D had flash, chose not to use it. Now flashes. Wow. The Storm Surge on top of the damage out from Assume. I think that was a WQ. And boy, did I1D feel it. That's a nice pick. And once again, RA are just picking WE apart. We entered this game saying WE have the potential of being a top 4 team. Not if you're losing like this to RA.
You can see the Crescent Guard even popped there too. Important summoner, or ultimate lost, but Fofo teleporting in. Here's Wayward too.
Turnaround opportunity for WE. Hung getting onto the back line, and there we go. Jungle taken down. Xiaoshu looking for Hung though. Sweet spot dodge to start with. The flash out from Hung and gets away from the Q3 as well. Dodges through, keeps himself alive. Double flick back onto the... Just get both Nikos. Why worry about which one it is when you can kill both? Double kill for Prince now as they look for Assume as well. Wayward stopping him, escaping, corralling this Varus, about to hit the Mega Gnar. And Assume is in all kinds of trouble. He's on the wrong side of the rift. The boulder goes wide. They're scared of the damage that Assume has, but the quickness will make short work of it.
WE pick up the pieces after the Viego dies and no more resets are available. That's the go button for Team WE.
One step closer towards threatening Soul themselves. Zywandi now clearing vision for the Baron. It's going to spawn in, not for another couple of minutes. Oh, good goal. Another opportunity as Zora will go down. I like that Prince was looking for a bonus one.
Safe backline. For WE, they have vision control. They've got themselves good control over mid lane as well with the Shiv Jhin has been awful lot this game. So alright, they need to find some way to split out WE, but now Iwandi is maybe trying something abstract himself.
This is huge. Assume is that's a triple quickness, triple knock-up curtain call across the entire lineup. It couldn't be better for WE. Xiaoshu and Vikla, solo laners versus the world, but it's Team World Elite. Of course the world's out on top. WE find the fight, and they can look towards Baron or maybe the base.
Oh, that's so many dead members of RA. A full, clean ace. That I think they should be able to get minimum inhibitor through the mid lane. We had our talk about artists and art styles. Well, that was picture perfect from the Virtuoso combo from WE. They have such a great picture perfect engage there that they might just take the base.
Perfect snipe as well from Prince on the first kill on to Assume there. Threads the needle and hits the AD carry. That's going to be game. WE ending it as quick as that. Break into the base.
Into this matchup, control Wayward, and make sure now that Nio and Vikla have something to go towards that top lane.
Definitely a lot of power on this roster for RA.
2v2 of WE. See that Iwandi is going to take a tower shot, trying to stop her back. Will stop it from Zora, but not from Assume. Now Nio's going topside, but his wall stuck.
Big damage onto Nio, and this is Mega Gnar as well. Flash underneath the tower. Nio gets a shield. Xiaoshu underneath the tower here, gets first blood, but the tower shot hits. Wayward should finish this one off the minions. There's a boulder, a house even. As we've all been hit by the houses recently. And
Ahri can't push things in. At level 1, Ahri doesn't have great wave clicks. You start with a W. Because of that, Hung goes into top jungle, gets to go towards top lane with Iwandi, who has flash. Xiaoshu doesn't have flash. This could be a dive.
Hex flash for Hung as well. There's the punt back, the stun, followed by a stun and a knock-up and a stun. And there we go, Xiaoshu down. That's what you get when you don't have flash.
It's tend to say with the champion, it is about how you do in early lane, and when does that advantage start to disappear? See that Hung has now been forced out of his own topside jungle, so WE they might survive in the top side. Now they're going for another fight. Here comes Fofo.
Starting the 2v1 there, but Wayward moves in. Fofo, big damage from range as well, and Wayward blocking the escape. Xiaoshu entering the play though. Nio low, and the crushing maul finishes the job. Iwandi gets in, but here comes Vikla, and Ahri can snowball these kinds of fights. This is Vikla's playground. The steadfast presence, not enough. And now diving forwards as Vikla grabs himself a double kill. Xiaoshu ruins the triple, but a huge fight for RA.
And even though, realistically, until 1 to 2 items if they can. Xiaoshu jumping forward, no flash, but he does have Volibear on the top side of the map. Could have another 2v2 involving here.
Hung could be in trouble here. Hex Flash will maybe get him to safety. I don't know, Zora behind enemy lines with his TP for Vikla as well. Your tower doesn't exist anymore. Nio did get punted away, and there's a charm onto Wayward as well. Vikla's Ahri has looked clean today. He might be able to finish things off onto Wayward. About to hit Mega Gnar. Fofo has arrived as well. Solo laners versus 4 here for WE, but Fofo needs to get himself out of dodges. Everybody from RA turns towards him. He's done enough to save Wayward. Silver way, you've got a lot of long-range, consistent damage in team fights if you do get to that stage. But RA right now, they're not even worried about the late game. They're looking for the mid game. Xiaoshu forced to flash away, and here comes reinforcements as well. Can they get the damage down? The Wayward slams him into the wall.
Oh,
Xiaoshu still surviving. Okay, finally falls. Charm dodged by Iwandi. Good footwork here. Oh, the Banshees denies the headbutt, and it means that Vikla is still in the play. Second kill over to RA. These shock blasts are really going to chunk out. It's going to be hard for Hung, for Iwandi to face check in here. There's so much poke to work with. Look at the damage onto Fofo from Xiaoshu. Hung behind enemy lines. I don't know if they can dive this. They're posturing like they want to, but Not sure that it's a diveable angle.
You can't do it with Fofo being so low. I mean, if you can get the gold
angle,
he doesn't see it. He is being caught.
Walks into it, and there we go. Spiraling Despair. Prince grabs the kill. That's a big kill to find a Wayward. Ult Zora back into the team, and the follow-up damage is massive. 2 picks for WE out of no. All I had to do was insult them, and suddenly they come alive.
Well, they find the play through the Poppy. Xiaoshu, he has a great lead, but he is not tanky. Prince has also, popped the ultimate and gets himself and the rest of the team into a good position. You can see that the Baron's being started. I don't think this is a great idea. They go on to Ahri.
Mikla forced to use his ultimate defensively here. He's going to have to just get out of dodge because Wayward might finish the kill. Flashing over the wall. That's 1,000 gold shut down into the solo lane for WE. Oh, and it's not good news for RA.
It's a huge shutdown, and that is Vikla on the flank angle with ult and flash.
Hung channels the ultimate but cancels it now, so that'll be on cooldown for another couple of seconds. Perhaps a chance here for RA, but will be available any moment now.
Okay, so you still have flash from Iwandi but no ult. If he goes in for a combo, he's likely dead. The solo laners of RA, full HP, and Xiaoshu has really big HP.
No. Big potential pick, but no, actually turned around. Hung goes down instead. That's surely just Soul for RA. Trying to get onto Vikla, but they did not have the damage, and the Banshee's getting work done. Nio, so long as his trigger finger is good, this is Ocean Soul. As Iwandi trying to threaten an all-in here. In they go, that's Soul taken, and now a fight as well. WE way overstaying the mark as Wayward tries to save the play, but he's down. It's another for Assume as a double kill comes through, and RA take control of the game.
The shock blasts and the damage afterwards are just too much from Rare Ash. Just went through a massive spike again.
Let's see if they can finish the job here. RA on the Baron right now, and WE I don't think can contest. In the meantime, Prince tries to take the tier 1 in the mid lane as some kind of answer, but he doesn't have the damage, and Vikla, oh my lord. And it will be RA looking for the mid lane tower here. 1 minute left on the Baron. I would anticipate this tier 2 might be the last tower they're able to get. Prince! You cannot be stood there. You just can't. That's illegal. And Policeman Volibear is here to punish such crimes.
I'll be staying overnight in the slammer. Doesn't get the spell shield onto the hook, and a charm now onto Alistair's going to force the ult.
Good hook onto Iwandi here. Iwandi forced to flash underneath the tower. I think he still goes down. No! Open Deception wide. That'll be the base. Broken open. Mid inhib. Xiaoshu opens up bottom lane as well. And it feels like RA are on the cusp of a victory. Prince farming all game long just to get picked in the late game. This is not what you want to see when you're fighting for your spot on the roster.
Yeah, this is a team which has had that changing roster, and Zora goes in.
Wayward here on the front line as well. I'm kind of surprised WE are looking for this at all. Disaster!
And they have the Ocean Souls ticking with the range advantage. Every member of RA back to full HP. The resets from WE mean that they can't contest the Elder. They're running back, but I just don't think they have what it takes to see up this fight.
Pick onto Hung here, diving over the wall to try and find a little bit more. Big damage coming out from Fofo, actually, and the ricochets starting to work from Prince as well. TP available for Wayward. He's not close to Meganar just yet, but he's trying to build it up. It's off of cooldown at very least. Hung needs to make miracles happen, but another charm lands! Prince caught out again, survives with his spell shield here, but in the meantime, Iwandi goes down. That's surely Elder, unless Hung can make a miracle happen. He's stood on a ward though. He doesn't realize it. He thinks he's safe, and he's hooked on in. He'll go down. Vikla with yet another kill as Fofo falls. RA have done it. They're pushing WE to 3 games, and RA have yet to lose a 3-game series this split. Prince finally getting 1 pick as Wayward still fighting against Vikla. This is against a Dragon Soul, but Wayward's just trying to buy time. He's trying to distract them and keep the game going.
Oh, it's going to be so hard. You've got ricochets in terms of wave clear, and there is no Baron buff. If Prince gets a couple of auto attacks on a wave, it might just be in contention, but they're probably just going to dive him. How much can Iwandi do to block for him?
I think they just one-shot these towers, but they're actually focusing on Iwandi. In the meantime, Wayward is stopping the next wave from coming. Wayward desperately trying to keep this game going. It might be worth dying to just kill this wave, but instead backs away even further and pulls the minions with him. Prince needs to cue this. Okay, Hung arrives. WE are still in this one, but there's another wave coming mid.
Yeah, the last wave was bought with blood from Team WE. They don't have a lot of their engage now. Prince, wave clearing like a machine. That's the Sivir standard. And all right.
My goodness. Still a minute on Elder buff as well. as RA will take themselves apart, but WE, at this point, they have no right to remain in this game. Wayward cut.
Shaped after that point. Now with Baron up creeps, much harder to wave clear. W will have to see another inhibitor. Here comes the engage.
Certainly does. Ricochet's doing a lot of work here. Prince
They're
still
fighting
alive,
against
but he
Elder.
knocked up. The Elder buff is ticking away. Vinkler dives in. The Malignant's not quite enough. They can't finish the kills off just yet. Elder still up for 15 seconds. And that will be at least 2 inhibs. Bot inhib is open as well if RA want to go for that. But they've got a wave in the mid lane. And they've got Baron buff on it as well. Fofo trying to get into the action. Hung goes down. The last breath of the Elder as it'll slowly tick out here. 1 more second and there we go. The buff is gone. But I don't think it'll matter. Wayward knocks him in. Xiaoshu getting DPS by Prince. Perhaps a chance the carries remain for WE, but the Nexus is bare. RA desperate to finish the job. A couple more autos will do the trick, and RA find an upset and push us to 3 games.
Not the easiest time into the play. You lose out of wave clear. You can get traded back on very hard, particularly if you get hit by the Grim Visage, that kind of point in that line fear skill shot. You get traded back on very hard. You do have a way to, however, if you have hard trades, it's harder to force flop. You can maybe stop it from teleporting back in, so it goes in, flash out.
Flash out, Iwandi hooks and just gets annihilated, spiraling despair onto Hung as well. I don't know if he survives this one. Trying to get out with his life. Zora just waiting for those cooldowns as the dash on forward. Lightning bolt from the sky and a flash for the double kill. Now a knockup followed by a more onto Fofo. Bit of damage to return, but it's not enough. And RA starts strong once more. Evens the trade up. Xiaoshu gets to stay in lane, and that's what matters. Flame drops down. Iwandi tries to start the fight onto Zora. Good knock onto Assume. Good ult from Prince, but it's not really enough to follow up there. Hung can't go in onto it. Things just ults for ults here down in the bottom side.
Potentially has himself a good potential for an all-in hit
Rocket
too.
available as well from the Jinx, and big damage coming down. Iwandi will fall. That's a reset. Hung the next target. There we go. Double reset as Assume can just wail on the Xiaoshu's jungler, stacking up yet more grubs for him. No smite available, but I don't think Hung can go over for an attempted steal there.
Oh, Assume's overpushed.
Assume is in big trouble. Flash is available. Needs to try and get that off. Big damage, but the rocket is blocked. And Prince, no, the aftershock gets the kill. He seals the shutdown.
Oh, it feels so bad when it's the aftershock, because it's kind of just there. You can't turn it off. It gets the kill. Wayward now left alone on top side. Cross map coming in from Rare out of Wayward. Has flash. He might be able to get up. Nope, there's a Vinkler. He dies.
Kill.
Nasty. Is he going to throw the ults out at this point? No. There's no magic resistance on Wayward, and I've seen what this champion's done before.
Yeah.
Just got himself the Saras. I think Wayward's actually in a lot of damage. A lot of trouble here, dude. You need to be careful.
Yeah, Spiral in Despair flies on in. That's going to be one dead Aatrox. Vinkler grabs himself a kill. Pretty much. I feel like this split, Xiaoshu has really been putting his name forward as a great top laner. I'm excited to see the future of this player, fairly new to the league. I mean, he's in trouble. Flashes over the wall, but Hung won't be able to finish the kill, and that means Xiaoshu grabs it with the counter-strike. Zora, quickness onto Wayward as well, and Assume just rails through the health bar of this Aatrox. The sustain just isn't there yet, or is it actually? I think he got about 3 health bars worth of sustain, but the rocket bounces off of Iwandi and finishes the kill.
Yeah, the good news isn't starting here for Wayward. That's an ult from Nautilus.
What?
To do what?
What is going
It's
on,
a wasted
WE? What is this game? This is terrible.
One of them, of course, for a long time. Remember Shojin Renekton, or Riven, you popped ult, and then you basically got to, have infinite abilities all over to perma-stun with your W. Zora's trying to maybe perma-stun with his ult right now.
There's a charm and a knock-up and a death as Assume gets the first one, looking for those resets. Hung steps off forwards, but his health bar just can't
just
last.
standing still.
That's 2 for Assume, who is a living turret at this point. Xiaoshu gets the third one of the fight as Fofo is forced away. Assume
Fofo, but with no smite, let's be honest, no damage at this point either. Feels like the LeBlanc can't do enough. Prince, he might be able to do something, but he has to flash away.
Now Fofo trying to get, I mean, he's in about a quarter of Assume's health. That's all WE are bringing to the...
Not easy.
One of the biggest things we've seen. Oh, way to score. Stun comes out from Xiaoshu. Big damage on the bot side of your screen. And it's taken down tier 2 in the mid lane as well.
Yeah, this game looks like it is being put to rest. There is no ability to get onto Assume right now. He has Flash still as well. It is a hard run thing, and here comes the engage.
There's another kill. Actually, no, the Bear does get away with his life. Fofo does absolutely no damage as he goes in, but Assume, he sure does. That's the 6th kill onto the scoreboard as Fofo forced away. More kills flying on in as RA eradicate anything that moves. An absolute massacre here as RA punish WE for daring to go to 3 games. RA still 100% win rate in 3-game series.
The engage that they have, even with some of these champions being quite early game, with the bot lane being dominant and then RA being able to get some push in as well, it's going to be hard for them to press the go button. It wouldn't surprise me to see if JDG have to respond to top esports rather than making the from the Heimerdinger or something like a charm. Again, there's not that much follow-up CC. It's really on top esports to determine whether that fight is going to start.
So Grubs for Drake to start us off, and I feel like
Farming as long as he has access to it now.
Ruler, ooh, flash for flash there. Mako did go for the flash handshake, doesn't quite connect onto Ruler. That's heal used as well by Ruler. Tien surely won't go for this now. And I do just want to correct myself, Kanavi had done his top side as well, so finishing the clears at a very similar time there. The kick onto Ruler, didn't have his flash available, and Mako can find the handshake. Rend for first blood as top esports start strong.
It was always going to be top esports that would influence this dragon fight first. Tien has been spotted out. Kanavi not really that anxious to go in towards the river though. They know the Rend stacks are already there, giving away the early dragon, so it's one of these.
Powerful Drakes in this. Tien will dash away to Kareem, but using these grubs very effectively here to get damage down. Dominus used in the top side. 369 is in all kinds of trouble. Flashes away from the charm. Gets a stun down as the turret shot's coming through, but missing. Will flash away to safety. Tier 2 in the bottom side as the cross map.
That was a really close situation for 369. The redemption doesn't quite come through. He doesn't quite get himself in range for a stun or a big Q here. On the other side, the Varasalt and the charms. That's the tools which JDG have to work with.
Going to be hard though, Ruler. Both summoners still available. Yagao is hunting for Tien. Finds him, blast cones out of there. Gets back onto the Drake. Neither team really wants to 50-50 this if they can help it, but Tien having that Q, being on the Lee Sin, should have an advantage, but no, doesn't even go in. Just spited by Kanavi. JDG will accelerate a pedal to the floor. Stacking up the Rend onto the Baron. 9k on it as Kanavi moves into the area. TP being channeled by Yagao. That might be enough for top esports getting this summoner here, but 369
the Rend. They want this
here. Redemption comes on in Mako solo, and the charm will land, but Face Call keeps him alive. The Rend comes in, and the Smite comes in. Top esports get the Baron as Sheer gets into a 1v3. Jagulov almost dies, but almost ain't enough. Tien forcing them away as Cream survives as well. 369 retreats. Everybody gets out.
Top esports get the Baron and
in the rivers, using the Ari, using the Varus. This is where JDG can find their poke advantages. It's just a question of if they actually find those advantages before the objective goes down. But Drake already down 6k. And it looks like Kanavi's not even going to contest with the Smite, trying to find Cream on the opposite side of the play, but Drake is taken.
Oh, Sheer.
And Sheer is chunked as well. This is not a good play, but the Q3 finds everyone on the side of top esports. In the meantime, everyone dives onto Ruler. 369 finds a Jagulov trying to survive, but he goes down as well. Tien now jumps onto the rest of the team as Kanavi is alone and finished off, missing, spiraling, and the Leandri's burning away. He walks away with his life. His intellect may be huge, but I don't know if he walks away from the croc this time. The slice, the dice, and the domination from top esports.
Top esports, they didn't even get themselves to see international competition last year. I think by their standards, that's a failure of the year. Can they take down the international powerhouse from JDG?
369 is on the back line. Basically one-taps Ruler. That's surely the game-winning play from 369. Gets a double kill as well as Yagao. Spiraling Despair is a great description of JDG fans' mental right now. 369 charging forwards as top esports will take game one. Kanavi escapes with his life, but that's all he'll get away with.
369 taking matters into his own hands and saying, I won the breakup, goes back to his old team and takes down JDG in this first game with a magnificent flank to end it off.
Fantastic stuff. TM dives on the fountain. As we were behind in that first game of the series, but we're ready to jump straight into game number 2. We're not even having a break. We're going to catch up to the live game. So looking at the draft, it's JDG on the blue side. This, I don't know what is.
Yeah, and this time JDG have a go button. They have Kanavi on the Lee Sin, flipped around that, so he can have that. He's looking for a top dive.
Speaking of, yeah, 369 in trouble. Flashes, gets a knockup. It's not enough though. Kanavi, first blood.
What a different start from JDG. They were slapped around in game 1 after they made a single mistake. They don't want to sit and wait for the game champion that the LPL has been going back to again and again. Has been such a big part of that. Kanavi still has himself that kick, has himself a flash come up in a few seconds. Not quite there. Can find Mako.
He's got the kick, does knock him into the wall. There we go, what a combo. Kanavi, secret agent, sneaks past all of that vision in the river.
Available, they have themselves flashes available. The problem is, there's a Nautilus ult on the other side, which they have to be quite careful going in.
They do. Missing arriving on the scene, with their quickness about to come off the cooldown. I think Top Esports are quite happy to respect what JDG are bringing here. Not overforce the play. They got their one grub, they've got the XP, go for that one. They're quite happy with that one. Drake coming up in 20 seconds as well. CTN already moving towards that bottom side.
One apiece from that early game. Means that we are not going to be put there into like early Soul Trap territory, but kind of force the hand instead of waiting for a better moment.
But also the way that he plays the map, the way that he uses this jungler is always a pleasure to watch. 369 is in all kinds of trouble here. Sheer starts the play off, the quickness is in, and the QE once again from Ruler. This time picks up a kill.
Oh, what a beautiful engage from Missing as well. Sheer flashes in, and Missing uses... Can't stay up there too long though, they lost mid-prior. JDG could have just come through the other part of it. Using the hesitates now. Sheer maybe going too far, but he's fairly tanky at this point. JDG in the river first.
This should just be Drake going down, to be honest. They do it so quickly with the Xayah. That's going to be solve point. JDG 3, Drake's the word.
Wow!
Missing. Oh, he's alive. He's on 1 HP, and there's his lead to finish the kill. Fantastic little snipe there from Jackie Love. And now to
Up as aggressively as they were before.
Top Esports just being bullied out of the top side of the jungle here as JDG muscle in. Mako looking for a fight here. Shockwave on cooldown right now. The kick is huge, and I don't really know what Top Esports were looking for here. This doesn't feel like a fight they could win. Jackulov has arrived. Perhaps he can carry on the smolder, but he doesn't even have the execute online just yet. Still trying to get these stacks throughout the fight.
No flash and no ultimate. You're waiting for Jackulov to do something, or for 369 to get into the pit. They do not have the numbers to make a difference here. So after having the opportunistic pick, they're going to give up the Baron. They're sticking their heads in. I just don't see what happens here. It's all on 369 on the flank.
Top Esports happens potentially as Jackie Love's still alive right now, and he's finally got the execute online. The Q's flying through, but Ruler is still going strong for the time being. That's one for 369 on the top side of the player. Sheer gets onto Jackie Love. The cleanse keeps him alive as Kanavi peeled by 369. Another kill goes down, and Top Esports, they try and make it happen. 369 versus Sheer as Jackie gets the triple, and 369 chasing his lane opponent down, reminding Sheer who the GOAT is.
Battling against the odds, and now potentially securing Top Esports their own Baron with the Hexgates. It means that Tien will be able to get closer back towards the Baron and to secure it with a smite. You can see Missing here. I don't think it's just him and Sheer that can do much here.
Tien gets the Hexgate as well. A TP comes in from Yagao. They're going to fight this one once again. Quickness comes in. Mako tanking for the time being. The Scream is low. Flashes out the backside of the pit. They need to get onto these carries. The Shockwave whiffs though. 369 is down. Tien in the pit trying to burst the Baron. And he takes it in the end. Double kill for Yagao. As Sheer might have gone too far now. As Jackalov trying to finish that one. Tien in a 1v3 on the opposite side of the play. There's one for Jackalov. Tien still going strong somehow. Top Esports, they deny the Baron at least. Shockwave, as well as Smolder's Qs and his ult hitting onto everyone. That is terrifying damage that can come out from Top Esports. Yagao goes wide with the charm. Top Esports control the river for now. Remember though, a single smite from Kanavi can still get Hex take soul for the side of JDG.
Really important that Ruler was stood in that kind of point there. Now see Yagao going over. Are they going to engage onto him? No, he goes to the other side. Here comes Kanavi. One of them's looking for a flank, but Top Esports holding their lines.
Kanavi goes back into the pit. Tien has a way in. The feathers go in, but it's taken. That's Hex soul. And now onto the back line they go. Jaggalov still surviving for the time being. He's trying to peel a Missing will fall, but Yagao dives onto the back line and annihilates both carries. JDG, white Top Esports. JDG put the pressure on. and force the fight over the soul. This time it's them coming out on top. Ruler on his own skin, grabbing another win for himself, but Yagao really the leader of the charge in that final fight, killing both Cream and Jackulov. This Ari looking magnificent in game 2.
It's been a while since we've seen JDG versus Top Esports at the real top of the table. It felt like it took a backseat to JDG BLG last year, but make no mistake.
It's kind of crazy, isn't it, to see
Last pick Smolder in this meta.
Yeah, we're getting Smolder as the answer to Zeri instead of the other way around. But remember, Lulu versus Rakan, fantastic match. Rules of League of Legends that are programmed into your brain that you don't have to think about, like solo laners generally can 1v1 junglers. But that only matters because they have so much XP.
Side.
We've got a 4-man dive though. Oh, not really a dive because there's no way to get to the tower here for Jackulov and Mako. Jackie actually, I thought he was going to sacrifice himself, but he's walked over to the wall. It's Mako that sacrificed himself here. Yagao chunked, but it won't matter. First blood taken by Kanabi.
Mako uses the heal, doesn't end up getting himself exit, rather. So he's going to take them away. I'd imagine they kind of know it by process elimination anyway, because he can't really be on bot side right now, and he knows not to risk that Dragon itself, sheer pushing in this wave towards top side. Kanabi gets the trade of objectives, and unlike last game, won't get himself a quick follow-up kill after the first blood on top side.
Ooh, Mako gets his reset denied. Does have flash available should he need it, but Kanavi is looking to potentially dive here. World Ender already online for 369, but that's about to time out, and Sheer threatening the dive here. World Ender down, proxying the wave to get another wave on the way in the top side. Sheer goes for the counter-strike, sets up with the stun, and it's too easy for the side of JDG.
I mean, call me a liar.
The knock-up waits with those autos as Yagao trying to protect his own jungler. Oh, if that W hits, this could be a dangerous story for Kanavi as Tien moves in. Knows that he has the power to fight over these chickens right now. Sheer is moving over. This could be bad news for Tien. Smite comes down, Tien gets the chicken and continues the fight at this point. Pop Blossom onto 2 as Cream was in the middle of it as well. Kanavi might go down. Cream's got to finish at least one of these kills. Does get it, gets over the wall as well, but taken down by the auto attack from Yagao. 369 to try and save the play.
Invisibility!
He's been juked though. He's gone for the wrong one. As Yagao gets out underneath the tower now, Sheer looking for a counter strike, can't follow it up, but denies the kill.
JDG do want to contest this.
1,500 gold up right now for JDG. And Sheer potentially in a great flank position. Tien got one of the groups. They really want to deny a second one as well. Top Esports maybe overcommitting to the play. It's a double knock-up and a double Pop Blossom as well. And here comes Mum to clean up the kills. Top Esports are rooted as JDG winning the early game. But Cream isn't actually done just yet. Dives further forward. Sideways on the charm and roll on the Smolder. It's fantastic news for JDG. It's a 2,000 gold lead now. It's Top Esports not wanting to give up just yet. They start off this Drake in the bottom side. Kanavi throws his Q in, but blocked by Tien. Now will be Drake taken by Top Esports. Jackulov dashes to safety. Tien, no flash available. Crescent Guard still on cooldown, but getting rate when they're behind at 15 minutes. We've just hit 15 minutes and they're 3,000 gold down. This is going to be a tier 1 taker for Top Esports. Want to make something happen elsewhere on the map. Sheer, the target, and Creep grabs himself the kill. Meantime, JDG might be able to just go for a twofer in the mid lane. Jackulov trying to clear this one away. The laser will do a bit of work, but the Grubs buy space for JDG to get 2 towers in the mid lane.
All right, so we asked, okay, how much can
That seems to be where Ruler's at right now. As Top Esports grouped up for the Drake spawn, and they just get this one straight on spawn. Maybe JDG can force a fight off the back of it, but this should just be the Drake taken. They're doing it quite slow though. Kanavi gets the
he steals it!
Oh, it's a nightmare for Top Esports, and JDG run them down. Top Esports are denied everything, and Kanavi owns this matchup. He takes the Drake, he takes 2 kills, and he might as well just take the series.
And I think JDG might just take their name too, because they are on top. The battle for second place is now being dominated.
The way that you're seeing Missing and Kanavi and Yagao playing these fights. Sheer just forces a flash out from 369. 369 now trying to turn this one around. Counter-Strike comes on out, but he's just gonna die. Sheer literally just 2v1s them, and now the TP comes in from Yagao to make sure Cream cannot answer. In the meantime, TN threatening onto Ruler. Jaculov is here too, but can they actually find the opportunity? Missing, dashes away, and while all this is going on, Konami's taking Drake.
So Top Esports, they go for another option rather than fighting for the Dragon. They try and shut down the side lane with Cream just having his ultimate back up, but Sheer on the Jack stands and delivers, and that means JDG, they get themselves another kill, they get themselves continued presence in top lane, because Sheer was just pushing that in, they get themselves the Dragon, and they get themselves a denial of Top Esports from really using that next round of ultimates to a good degree. JDG, it is going from good to better for them, and while all this is happening, the reminder is there, they outscale. Top Esports, they'll have some pick opportunities, but it's not easy. And
Cream, he didn't count the minions! And there we go, another for Ruler. It's a disaster for Top Esports, and it might just be the game-breaking play. TN trying to survive, trying to peel for Jaculov, but even with stacks, Jaculov can't take down 4 people. Dashes over the wall, but Sheer closes the gap. What a performance!
Two stands and delivers in the team fight after JDG. I think a lot of people had some doubts about this move. I think they had some doubts about this matchup. I don't think they're anywhere to be seen now. Top Esports, they have been blown away.
Towards the top side as well. Top Esports, this is your last chance to defend, and perhaps a pick onto missing. It dashes out to safety.
The extra gold in inventory is making it really hard to cut through extra bits of stats. There's a flank TP, the last hurrah.
369, the dice man in the top side, but Yagao already took one down. 369 trying to make it happen as the rest of the team moves on forward. Jaculov is stacked in the fight, and the lightning chaining across the team. Top Esports never say die, but Sheer trying to win the game in the meantime. The reset coming on through from Mako, but Mako's not going to be enough. TN making a beeline, but Sheer is making short work of these turrets. Moves down to the bottom side now as well. Might even be able to finish an inhib. The pressure is unsurmountable.
It's a pill. Get good damage.
No TP behind enemy lines this time around for Top Esports. Looking for the front line. Kanavi forced to flash. Ward hops out to safety, but the wave is cleared in the mid lane. Oh no, it's not. The cannon survives, and that means that the top lane tower goes down. That's all 3 inhibs now, and a huge chunk onto TN as well. He's going to have to try and get back to his fountain at this point. Waves pushed in all directions as Cream gets big damage onto Yagao, looking for a little bit more in the 1v1 on the top side. She goes underneath the Nexus turrets. Jaculov pops the ult. Last chance for Top Esports, and Jaculov dives into the enemy lines. Maybe he's not matured after all, but JDG sure have. They come in with a new top laner, and they demolish Top Esports.
JDG.
These were some of the best highlights from all of the LPL Spring matchups of the day. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.